my shit together.
Yeah, so and these days I tell people like I tell you this. The worst part about dealing with the streets is they don't understand business. The fact now he understand why I was asking questions.
Minute, so I understand.
The fact that he didn't understand, bro. The minute I get to, I'm already making calls. You was on the calls.
No, for sure.
Chief Keef, I'm calling Blueface. I didn't call down south. I'm calling producers. I'm lining it up. But the minute if I'd have pressed play and we got to running around the way I was doing, boom, and Dirk took that some kind of way, it's gonna cause a problem with me. And it's gonna cause a problem with him. Cause now I'm like, nigga, I just spent 100. He like, Wack, that's on you. You knew the nigga was signed to me. Why you didn't check in?
How you feel though that when I just read the DM though, Dirk told the nigga not to fuck with you?
That's cool. That's Dirk's. Me and Dirk ain't never did no business. We just always had a mutual respect. What I respected about Dirk is I watched him come up and pay Dirk. And then I watched when he moved to New York, the nigga was moving around by himself. I used to see him at the clubs and I watched him reinvent himself and come back up. Listen, I came into the game with the odds against me, right? It's a lot of people, they told Blueface, they tell a lot of people not to fuck with me. But those that with me and see what it is, they quickly understand either there's some hate over there
for respect,
or it's some bullshit over there,
like
right?
Myself, how you move and how niggas think about him, they feel the same way about
See,
me.
let me tell you what he knew.
That's why I fuck
He knew all the calls I had made for him. He knew that. He knew I didn't call Ghazi, I didn't call Chief, I didn't call all these niggas lining it up. I just want to make sure before I stepped in it, I didn't A, stepping on his toes, B, get him into some shit because they could have looked at him like you on some snake shit because you know you up on some paperwork.
About Memo, I don't care with nobody. I'm my own man, gang. They could give me advice and all that, but they know they can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, but you can be your own man, but when you come into contracts, that man is tied to that contract.
Listen, my contract is different from any other nigga contract. That's my real brother, gang. Like, if I say I don't want to be with this shit, all that label shit, all that business shit, gang. All right, bro.
Okay, white boy. Are your ancestors going to acknowledge what he say verbally, or they going to want to see a document before they spend some money?
My ancestors aren't involved here. I'm actually not even involved.
No, bullshit. Let's keep it real.
No, I feel what you saying. But I'm telling you right now, if you come to me and say, I want to work with you, we got to see what Dirk say. I'm going to tell Smirk, I want to go work with Wack. He going, is you sure that's what you want to do, brother? We know we got
now, guess what? I turned this nigga
that out. Just make sure that's what you want to do,
I turned him into a Kendrick Lamar, right? And ain't no release. Guess what happens? Wack, get out the way. He ain't even got to say nothing to me. He going to use that man in that office over there in that suit and tie to serve that paperwork. And guess what I'm going to have to do? Get out the way. But guess what? When I go to my label to get the budget, guess what they going to ask me for? Where's the release?
I ain't gonna lie.
So when I walk in my
looking at it as some label and some executive shit, one thing about that man, gang, he is a real genuine nigga, gang. If I come to him and say I want out, gang, well, he don't want to do no, he not gonna go through all that business shit. He gonna tell his people, his lawyer, I forgot the nigga name, Josh, he gonna tell him, look, Memo, I want Memo out.
Josh Barber.
Yeah, he gonna tell Memo he want
always
out.
Remember this.
He did. When I said I wanted out, we came to a mutual agreement and we got out there.
Always remember
Same
this.
Shit I would have deal with
in corporate America, documentation beats conversation.
That's what we did. What we do, I showed y'all the documents. That's what I still got the documents.
No, you didn't show them to me.
That's because I had to get them. I came to you first. I just want before I get out, I want to make sure
all I'm asking for
together
is the release. I called Ghazi. Ghazi said, Wack, we'll release him. If you doing, we'll release him. I called everybody I felt I was going to need to give him what he needed. Tours lined up, producers had you lined up, all that. I was finna send him.
It was coming until that shit came.
Before I start cutting that check, I need to know what I'm investing in.
Yeah.
Because if a nigga right now go give my artist some money and do a bunch of shit and blow up and get a hit, I'm going to have my attorney send the paperwork in and I'm going to claim everything and shut it all down. Either I'm going to let it rock or I'm going to shut it down. It's that simple.
Bro.
I don't even got to beef with you. Nigga, I ain't got to run into you in the street. I ain't got to do nothing. All I got to do is send a document.
So are you guys good now? What was the recent flare-up? What was the flare-up?
He clout chasing.
Yeah, what was the flare-up?
Oh, it wasn't that. See, you still taking it as I said that shit. I didn't, gang.
If you go to the damn internet, that's all you see.
Show me what I said physically Wack tried to make me beef with Dirk. I
You said
didn't
it. I
say
can't
that.
find it. You said it.
I didn't,
Okay,
gang.
so-
I said I felt like
I remember that being a Say Cheese title or something at one point, but I
it
don't
might have
know.
been some clickbait.
Of course, that's some clickbait
Okay.
shit. But in my head, I'm like, this what it felt like. I'm not saying this what it is. I'm not saying even if I did feel like that, I'm not gonna go to the internet and say that, bro. I've been media trained before.
Listen.
Nobody ever media trained me. How many times I've been on this bitch and I know how to move and y'all to watch niggas be on it, bro.
So you what, a GD or BD?
I ain't GD or BD on Steve.
You not neither one. I don't be knowing. I don't know how that shit work out
I'm
there.
from 600.
Also, y'all totally different.
Yeah.
Cause I was gonna ask him how they feel about 1090.
He ain't a GD.
I don't know.
Yo, he don't care.
Oh, 1090 Jake.
How
He
you feel
say he
about
got some paperwork.
the Larry Hoover situation?
Oh yeah, I don't know, gang. Larry, I feel like he probably do. Back then, that niggas was doing shit to get out, get around. I feel
That's
like
a fact.
he snitched, gang.
That's a fact.
I feel like he
definitely got some shit.
I mean, unless somebody got a good argument for why the newspaper's lying, it seems like
Larry.
what are we doing?
Snitch. I don't give a f if it was King David. He probably, niggas gonna do what they do to get out of there to their family, gang. I got a million niggas behind me, gang. Well, I don't give a f about them million niggas. I want to make it home to my family, gang. Look at all these niggas out here snitching right now.
you also got to keep in mind that, like, if you get locked up right now or if you get an interrogation, you're already thinking
Bro, I got a million interrogation
witnesses.
videos. Look.
You're right, but we all know now that if you're in an interrogation or if the cops have you on body camera or whatever, that there's a very good chance that shit is coming out. Obviously, in 1968, nobody was thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
Even getting a
Only
copy
reason
of
I
the
would let him do his
newspaper
thing.
was
They
probably
didn't
a big
they
deal
didn't
back then.
think that shit was gonna get out. Even if they did, they thinking at the moment right
Yeah,
now. Like, man, I gotta
I'm
get
gonna
home.
let him do his thing, but I'm gonna be real.
Snitch stand for shit, nigga. I'm trying to come home. Think
That's
about
crazy.
it.
I will tell you this.
Shit, nigga, I'm trying to come home.
1090, he got me in the trick bag because he told me to provide something. I got to sit down with him face to face and read it, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't think he had. I was defending him, but he got an atomic bomb bigger than that.
Yeah, that
So
motherfucker be doing
he gonna
this.
shake the whole Chicago, my nigga.
Oh, this was somebody from Iraq or just Larry?
Just Larry.
No,
Larry.
Niggas from Iraq.
another
Oh,
one.
he got more Chicago drop.
That's a fact. I told a nigga,
Man, I
where
ain't
you
gonna
get that
lie.
from?
It's killers everywhere, it's snitches everywhere, it's
That's a
bitches
fact.
everywhere, and it's fags everywhere. We not the only turned city, gang. They only praise us because the rap shit, gang.
Yeah.
Nigga, look at
Academics.
Cali, gang. There's so many niggas in
Academics
Cali that
put the
kill.
light over
New
there.
York,
Yeah, he did. though.
Act put the light over there.
Like,
He-
gang, we not the only city they only praise us because the Chief Keys, the Dirt, we loud with our shit. and
There's
rap, gang.
infinite
there's
people
killers.
getting
Look at
killed
Vaughn down in
in
Atlanta, gang.
Philly and
You
New
could die
York and
anywhere,
all
gang.
these other
There's killers
places,
everywhere.
but the people don't really become famous. But
Yeah,
meanwhile,
that's all.
Chicago's the only place where, like, obviously, yeah, you're gonna get views if you interview the top rappers, but there's these dudes who are like under the big rappers
I will-
or are just
yeah, I
associated
will
with
say
them
this.
that can go. Like, look at the Bezu interview that we did. That was like one of the biggest interviews we ever did, and it's like you could be a huge music fan and not know who Bezu is,
That's
but
what
he's
I will
he's
say
an
this.
important part of that.
Somebody-
Chicago
Yeah, yeah.
produces,
I ain't gonna lie,
when it
Sue
comes
was
to
real.
the up and coming underground where don't nobody know, they got to, when it come to this podcast shit, anybody sit down from Chicago does numbers for some damn reason. I can bring you an underground dude there from Cali, nobody know. You know that.
The lore
It's
is
a lot of
deep.
lore.
There's
a
a
lot of lore.
numbers, especially if they got me and Wack on this bitch. They been waiting on
And
this.
Speaking of lore, why don't you see your ass out of here so we could get a real street professor in this bitch?
Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now before it's released to the public, uncensored, by becoming a member for just $5 a month, and there's a lot of other crazy benefits as well. So make sure you hit the link down in the description and sign up. Appreciate y'all.